Landmark are leaders on sustainability because they understand that absolute need for short-term financial results, but judged and shaped by the long-term sustainability of their resource. I mean, in one way, they have the most important resource under their control known to man, which is land and the nature and the lives people live on that land. But I think what Landmark are doing well is they get it. They understand that it isn't just about shareholders and return. It's that, but also the long-term well-being, quality of life and the quality of nature which comes under their watch both tomorrow and for the next 10, 100 years. And that's fantastic.
I think these workshops are an absolutely brilliant way of bringing together people who've never met each other to start looking at the big issues of the day. It's something we absolutely have to do. And the idea of having legislation is that it will give permission for people to think really big about the way in which we should be looking after this world of ours and the way in which we should change our behaviour to recognise that.
When you've got a company of Landmark size actually saying the right things, thinking about long-term and short-term, getting the balance right, there's nothing more useful, more provocative, more inspiring for other business leaders to know their peers are thinking that way. More people are inspired by their peers than by external advisors. So the more landmarks, the quicker it will happen. It could be a tipping point.
To actually instigate business takes time, it takes money, but more than anything else, it takes a critical mass of knowledge. So an organisation such as Landmark, which is opening itself up to offer that knowledge of the law, knowledge of company formation, knowledge of finance, could be the difference between a company making it or not making it.
The Landmark 100 scheme gives you an opportunity to access professionals which perhaps you wouldn't dream of going along and asking people. You think they're a really good place to start.
I work with small businesses and I'm thinking about what I do to help them in terms of sustainability and reducing cost and waste and things like that, and what else I could do. I am doing some things, but I know I could do more, and actually I should be telling people about it.
We do need to make sure that the information and ideas are passed on, because otherwise it can become a one-off project which isn't going to help our organisation wider or other organisations who can learn from Landmark as well.
What makes the Landmark 100 scheme really positive and exciting is not just the cash, although cash is always important when you're starting a business, it's the support both at proper professional level, legal advice, accounting, banking, VAT, and it's important that a small business doesn't get overly distracted by the paperwork side of it. So getting the right advice and getting that right at the first stage is absolutely critical. And the second, I think, important aspect of the Landmark 100 scheme is just having people available to talk to when you're feeling a bit low, or you're a bit confused, a bit overwhelmed. Just having a friend makes a huge difference. So I think the scheme is just brilliant on so many different fronts.